and gave him one back.
That was a good turn the other cheek by Russolello.
I think his conscience got the better of him there.
Aggressive forecheck for Lindenwood. Schnell and Schrader, two newcomers for the Lions this year. Rossi had no idea of the back check coming. Luckily for Lindenwood, they maintained possession.
That was Wager. He hasn't been out there a lot this hockey game, trying to make a mark in one of the few shifts he's had.
Page pounded once again on the back check by Conklin. Rossi shoots wide. Rossi first on the puck. Angled off. Schnell comes in to help. That was a high hit there by Rossi. Farmingdale State calling for a penalty, but play continues.
Rossi took a chop.
Shot stopped by Robinson. Rebound. Robinson's got it. Those two chances.
Russolello is asking, what does it take to get a penalty here as Rossi took quite a swipe at him there. Adam, from up here, it looked like it was a pretty big chop that didn't get called. What did you see down there?
I saw exactly what you guys did there. Letting them play, I guess. Last game for everybody. Can't hold anything back, eh?
I like it.
DiMartino's shot stopped by Robinson. 8:45 remaining in the third. Still plenty of time for Lindenwood.
Officials Pat Weisinger and Aaron Evans. Congratulations to Aaron Evans, his first ever Division I National Championship game. So good job on getting that assignment, Mr. Evans.
Escarcega, nice little chip play to himself. The pass deflected away. He was hoping for Krogman. Here comes Kraft. Formerly of Newman as well, won a national championship with the Knights. Transferred this year to Farmingdale State, the leading scorer in the nation. Tyler Kraft. He ended up having 98 points in just 23 games, had 44 points for Farmingdale State after he transferred in just 13 games. Just a prolific scorer, Tyler Kraft, and he's coming back next year for Farmingdale State. And just losing P.J. DiMartino and Janke.
So we'll call him a Newmandale player.
Farmington? Newmandale? I like Newmandale better. 7.5 remaining in the third. Full puck possession for Farmingdale State.
See Swims putting O'Shaughnessy into the boards, and it's almost as if he's gritting his teeth a bit because I know Lindenwood really wants to hammer some of these guys. Just the frustration starting to boil over because Farmingdale State Rams won't give the Lindenwood Lions a puck.
Halverson slashed in the high slot, tried to sell it, but the ref's not buying.
Well, this is always a difficult job for the official because you don't want to leave a stain on the hockey game and be accused of, changing the outcome, but you also have to make sure that you call something that can be, an injury potential penalty as well. So it's a very tough assignment. I've been there before. It is not an enviable task. It's a lot of honor to get there and have that game, but it's a lot of responsibility as well.
Well, the way the power plays have shaken out in this game again, Farmingdale State's had 3, Lindenwood 1. And Lindenwood had taken 19 minors at Nationals, and Farmingdale State only 7. So Farmingdale State does not take a lot of penalties. It's another facet of their game.
Yes. Well, I think that starts at the top with their coaching staff out there, Tamburino and company. They are very even-keeled. They're not overly emotional, only when need be. When you got a coach like that who can be self-spoken, it kind of translates into your play. And a lot of respect out there for their opponents.
Krogman, a nice forecheck. Finally, Lindenwood pressured Farmingdale State and they get the puck. Page, a long drive, deflected wide by Krogman. Stolen. Halverson counters. Smart play there by Halverson. Didn't like the looks of it, just curled back.
Yeah, he's a smart, heady hockey player. He knows that his team's up by 3 goals. You don't need to force anything there. Lindenwood can't score if they don't have the puck. So far, Farmingdale is just keeping it right on their sticks.
2-on-2. Joey DiMartino. Checked by Swims. Draws a penalty.
That's a penalty. That's almost a knee-to-knee hit right there. He lined him up. He had the stick up in the air. No intention of playing the puck whatsoever. He's trying to give it to the official, but that's a call every single time there on Cody Page.
That's an ice hockey hit. That's not a roller hockey hit.
And that's not even a clean ice hockey hit. He had the leg stuck out.
Yeah. So another delayed penalty. Kraft pirouettes and dishes to Halverson, 2-on-1. Halverson over top.
Lindenwood's got to get a touch, though.
PJ DiMartino curls to Halverson. Banks to Kraft.
So all they're going to do is keep wasting time if Lindenwood can't touch that puck.
4:50 to go in regulation. Halverson loses possession. A roughing call at 4:46 to Swims. First penalty of the third period.
Well, I know Page is frustrated there, but I don't know how you can sit there and argue that penalty. You lined a player up in the middle of the floor. You had your knee stuck out. You had your stick up in the air. No intention of making a play on the puck. Maybe if Cody Page has got his stick on the ground, he can say, hey, I'm just trying to get position. I have a right to it. I'm making a play on the puck. His stick was at his hip. He was lining him up the entire time.
Penalty to number 22, Cody Page. A 2-minute minor for Robin.
Farmingdale State 2 for 3 on the power play.
46.
What a move there by O'Shaughnessy. I thought that was Swims that made the check, but apparently it was Page.
No, it was Page.
Delamorte dumps down a ramp. Play continues. Krogman over skates.
Well, Krogman just didn't have any juice there. He couldn't get away, and O'Shaughnessy was just a quicker player, and you can see Krogman's frustrated. O'Shaughnessy was just a quicker player and got back and frustrated him and took the puck right back.
You think Lindenwood's got to take some chances here shorthanded?
Well, they definitely do, but I just don't know if they have the gas. I mean, this Farmingdale State team is just a faster squad.
1:05 to go on the power play. Kraft to PJ DiMartino. Sharp angle bid by Halverson, stopped by Robinson. Lindenwood looking to move up the floor. Delamorte to Krogman. Krogman's all by himself.
Somebody's got to go with him. Somebody's got to get off the bench and go.
Krogman taken away by PJ DiMartino. Trying to lead Kraft in.
It's one of the few mistakes you'll see PJ make.
Krogman. But what a back check by DiMartino.
I think he wanted a hook there.
2-on-1. Kraft behind the back pass, and he's done it again. Third consecutive hat trick for PJ DiMartino in the national championship game. A power play goal at 3:16.
Well, you're not going to see a pretty goal than that one as Kraft made the move, went behind the back to PJ DiMartino. Lindenwood wanted a penalty on the other end of the floor when Krogman lost the puck. Adam Swims over there talking. You see the assistant coaches talking to the officials as well. Nonetheless, as they're busy arguing about a call that didn't happen, Farmingdale State goes back the other way and buries goal number 5.
Unreal play. PJ DiMartino, the last 3 goals for Farmingdale State, his 11th at Nationals.
The power play by number 66, PJ DiMartino.
So Farmingdale State now 3 for 4 on the power play.
O'Shaughnessy. Time of the goal was 3:16.
O'Shaughnessy picks up the assist as he was the man that dished it over to PJ DiMartino as the puck goes out of play. 2:50 left.
Well, Newman won back-to-back championships. Now Farmingdale looking to win back-to-back championships. And as you mentioned, this Lindenwood team may have a class of 4-year players that don't take home a ring and a title. And that's an unbelievable feat.
Lindenwood is really going to have to press now.
Pretty sure you mentioned that, Travis, but there are some of the powers that be wanted to make sure we gave that a mention because it is such an unprecedented event for Lindenwood to not be on the ledger as a national championship for such a long period of time.
They won so many championships in the early 2000s. Again, they've won 10 in their history, their 15th national championship game. Lindenwood at one point had won 6 in a row in the early 2000s, 2003 to 2008. Luke Corso, a shot stopped by Robinson, a rebound. It's curled just wide by Jake.
Jake could have twisted that all the way back around. And look at it, as soon as Lindenwood gets the puck, turnover right there. Oh, there's a hit by Escarcega. They let that one go. Now Escarcega gets tripped down.
Watson's going to take the initial penalty on the hook.
All right, this one's gonna get rowdy. This one's gonna get rowdy. Here we go.
Watson hog ties a ram.
We got players all over the place. Escarcega got that party started. So we'll see how this gets sorted out. It was going to be a power play.
Something's going on at the Farmingdale State bench.
Well, what happened is one of the players was trying to hop over the boards. One of the players for Farmingdale was trying to hop over the boards, and he was grabbed there quickly because he would have got ejected from the game, and I think that was PJ DiMartino fired up there.
We talked about it in the national semifinals, so there's a little bit more fire to PJ DiMartino this year.
Well, I think what happened, I wasn't sure on the numbers, but it might have been his younger brother, Joey, out there, and whenever Joey's going to get into a little bit of trouble, I guarantee you PJ's not going to be far behind. And that's what a big brother does. He's going to take care of things. Let's see how this sorts out. I know the initial penalty was going to go against the Rams. You could call one against Escarcega, and then you can also take some coincidentals for the players that were grabbing. One of the players for Farmingdale State lost his helmet, so you wonder if there was a face mask situation there. I don't see anybody being asked to leave the floor here. Now it looks like Joey DiMartino is going to head to the box. Not sure if Lindenwood's still going to get. We've got some excitement here in the crowd.
I'll let you describe that.
Well, Farmingdale was running around with a cardboard cutout, kind of pumping up the crowd, and I think one of the Lindenwood moms took offense to it, and she came on in here and snatched it. I'm gonna tell you, these Division I championship games, they bring an atmosphere, and Adam, are they gonna be able to sort things out down there or what?
Yeah, I think so. They're working it out right now. The giant signage that came in that was going through the place was actually brought in by Newman of all schools, and they wanted to run it around the rink apparently, and decided not to. That's why you saw somebody with Farmingdale with it, and oddly enough, yes, they did trip over somebody from Lindenwood that took offense to it. Either way, we have a couple of penalties. I'm not sure who the initial penalty was, but either way, DiMartino and I can't see who the other player is in the box. Looks like Corso for Farmingdale.
4 minutes up for Luke Corso on the board.
And he got, okay, so Corso, it's tough to try and hear you guys and them at the same time. Corso got the initial penalty, and then he got a penalty for roughing, and DiMartino's penalty is going to be a coincidental with Lindenwood, so there will be 4 minutes in penalties up against Corso, so who's 4-minute power play for...
who's the Lindenwood player that's in the box?
It's 64, guys.
Well, Watson, yeah, he deserved a penalty. He was going to get the initial penalty before the brawl happened. There goes Robinson to the bench.
Yeah, he had to do that pretty soon.
So it's a 5-on-3 for Lindenwood. They trail by 4. 1:28 left. Going to be on the power play maybe for the rest of the game.
Lindenwood penalty to number 64.
Shot goes over top.
A 2-minute minor for roughing.
Lindenwood's got to get one real quick.
Well, back in the day, Travis, we used to have 3 officials out on the floor for these big games. You may need one here.
Shot again over top and out of play. It's a high zone face-off. Didn't deflect.
Well, the fans are really starting to get into it down here as well. Big contingent of Lindenwood faithful, and I think a lot of the people rooting for Farmingdale are just ECRHA faithful down there.
Swims takes the draw against O'Shaughnessy. 1:12 left in the Division I National Championship game. Farmingdale State's led the entire way, got up 4-0 at one point. PJ DiMartino, another hat trick.
In the third period.
Shot stopped by Mucho Shrimpe. He's able to keep it out.
That save was linda.
Swims was speared in front, it looked like. Delamorte turns it over. A penalty to Farmingdale State. It's going to be a 5-on-2. 43 seconds left.
Well, I tell you what,
Slashing the call.
if I'm Jim Tamburino, I may take my time out here and just to calm down my troops.
Could have been that too.
I don't know if he's going to do it. I don't think so. Lindenwood's already used their timeout. 5-on-2.
So Lindenwood's second and third power plays of the game. A penalty now to the Lions. Delamorte is going to go off.
No, I think it's going against DiMartino.
No, it's DiMartino, guys.
Wow, they are just ringing them up left and right. But I
guess it was touchdown low there.
I think this is going to be a case of too little, too late.
A holding call on DiMartino.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys are able to see from that angle, but he got a pretty good hold on him, and then he kind of used his feet to gain position. So,
yeah.
No.
Thanks, Adam. Couldn't see it from that angle. 30 seconds left. Still a 5-on-2.
Farmingdale State penalties to number 91, Matthew O'Shaughnessy. A 2-minute minor for slashing.
It's been that type of game for the Lions. They can't even get it going here on the 5-on-2.
Krogman. It's blocked. Empty net.
For holding.
Halverson couldn't cut in. Nice back check by Krogman. 10 seconds left. Page. His pass is blocked.
Wow.
Oh, what an effort there on the near side. Farmingdale State, back-to-back champs in Division I with 0.7 seconds left, and another brawl ensues.
Oh, you got to keep an eye on the bench over there for Farmingdale because there's only 0.7 left.
I know.
Muccio Shrimpe came way out. Delamorte popped him. Delamorte forechecked and cross-checked a guy in the back.
Maybe they just...
Well, no, they run this clock out. There's no reason to play the 0.7 seconds.
Yeah, just run it out.
Get the team separated and get them lined up.
Well, the latest and greatest rivalry in the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships.
Well, you got to run the horn, and there it goes. You got to let them come out and celebrate. You needed that horn for them to come out and celebrate. They got it. A little anticlimactic at that point, but nonetheless, you know the feeling down there for the Farmingdale State Rams. They've experienced it once before, and just like last year, Lindenwood is forced to watch from a distance.
Well, Farmingdale State, wire to wire, the best team at this year's National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. Lindenwood, valiant effort, but just not their year.
Well, I tell you what, coming into this hockey game, Travis, I would say it would be an upset if Lindenwood could defeat Farmingdale. They were just that good, just that deep. They had offense, they had defense, and it was all backstopped by Dustin Muccio Shrimpe between the pipes. They're a repeat champion for a reason, and they showed by imposing their will on all of the opponents that they faced here in this 2018 National Championships.
Well, Farmingdale State avenges their loss earlier in the season to Lindenwood. One loss this season for Farmingdale State. Absolutely incredible season for Jim Tamburino's club. So we'll step aside for just a second. Stay tuned for the trophy presentation coming up next. Final score, Division I final. Farmingdale State 5, Lindenwood 1.
Can't be here in Fargo, but still want in on all of the coolest gear available for sale here at the 2018 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships in Fargo, North Dakota? Don't worry. Just go to ncrha.org or ncrha.teamip.com to find the official apparel of the 2018 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships in Fargo, North Dakota. Want to see this game again? The good news is you can. All you need to do is go to rollerhockeylive.com and order this game. Your favorite team's entire tournament run and even player highlights are available for purchase. Just go to rollerhockeylive.com for more information. This is the 2018 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships presented by Mission Hockey and Bauer Hockey.
Once again, back at Southwest Arena in Fargo, North Dakota, alongside Adam Steele and Jeremy Ellis, I'm Travis Van Nody. They're bringing the championship trophy out for Farmingdale State, back-to-back champions in Division I, both times beating Lindenwood. 5-4 last year, 5-1 this year. Just a dominant effort for Farmingdale State this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for our finalists in Division I. We ask that both teams return to their blue lines as we are going to present the individual awards.
Going to hand out the medals now to both teams. Well, let's take a chance. Adam looks like he's got PJ DiMartino down there, and remind PJ that he cannot use any profanity during the broadcast.
Oh, guys, I've already reminded PJ he cannot use any profanity, and he's promised me since the ECRHA championships that he's going to work on his post-game speeches. Now, PJ, we had a nice chat during the ECRHA championships, and obviously, you know, you didn't factor into too much there. How is it you are always involved, and for some odd reason, you have to get at least a hat trick every one of these damn big championship games here? How do you do it?
I can't explain it. I just rely on God, and it just happens.
Runners-up in Division 1,
I can explain it.
the Lindenwood University Lions.
Thing out there, I really.
And we love watching it. So tell me, how does it feel? This is, you know, one with your brother. How does that feel?
It's the most meaningful win I've ever had. I grew up with all these kids, and especially fucking winning with my brother is definitely the coolest thing ever. And then there's another set of brothers on the team.
Just a big happy family, huh?
I think Crafty, I had Crafty living at my house, so he's like a brother to me too. So it's incredible. And then I just want to say thank you to all my former teammates like Tom Yeomans, Mike Machinsky, AJ Anger, and Nick Allison, Kyle Struble, and even Shane Fox.
Rumor is you have some family watching at home. Anything you want to say to them?
My family?
Oh, of course.
Oh my God! I want to thank my mom for everything. She's the best person I know, and my dad gave me the work ethic of an animal, and I just go out there and try to do my best and be like my dad, the hardest working person I know.
All right, well, awesome. Thanks, PJ. We're going to send it up to you guys. Congrats again, buddy.
Hey, thank you.
One of the greatest careers in National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championship history. 4 championships, 5 championship games for PJ DiMartino. 3 consecutive hat tricks in championship games. What else is there to say?
Well, he promised he wouldn't swear, but he did slip up, but it was a quick one. He bit his tongue. I'm sure his mom's going to make him wash out his mouth with soap when he gets back home. But it's been a pleasure to broadcast, and I've had the chance to officiate PJ as well. He's just a good kid, comes from a great family. And like he said, a chance to win one with his brother. They don't get to play with each other that often because of the age difference. So growing up, they're always going to be in different age groups. So now that they're able to lace them up together for a college team and take home a national championship, I'm sure that's got to have special meaning for PJ.
I'm curious, Jeremy, since you've been to practically all of these championships, where does he rank in terms of all-time great players? Just totally off-the-cuff question, I know, but he's got to be up there.
Well, I've seen a lot of big game players throughout my time. Of course, all the ones that were with Lindenwood back in the days, the Greg Thompsons, the Tommy Bruces, some of those guys that were there. PJ Tallow really took things to another level when he was playing with Umsel. But PJ DiMartino is right there with him because not only has he won, he's at a mark. He has made his name felt in every single championship game. You talk about the hat tricks, but he does it defensively as well. And PJ DiMartino, I mean, he's just a joy to watch because he is all over the place. You always know where he's at, and he's doing something to make his team have a chance to win every hockey game. I put him right up there in the top 2 or 3 in all my years of D1 championship game efforts.
Lindenwood accepting their runner-up plaques. Tremendous season for Lindenwood. They're going to be back. They're only losing Krogman for sure. Maybe Escarcega, maybe Rossi, and you know they're going to have some recruits coming in. Ron Bilstein always does.
Yeah, you don't build a powerhouse program like Lindenwood without bringing in new horses to the stable every year. I mean, you got Delamorte that came. He comes all the way over from New York and moves himself to Missouri. He's not going to want to leave there without a championship. But Farmingdale State's got a nice pipeline going. That's the one thing you see about these teams. And you wonder, they're good one year, but are they going to have the longevity to stay around and be a perennial powerhouse in the NCRHA? A lot of times a team will build and just have 1 year run. But Farmingdale State shows that they've got some staying power because they brought in young guys that are going to be there for the next few years.
Well, Farmingdale State now accepting their championship plaques.
Number 11, Luke Orso.
Rob Coggin, the executive director of the National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships.
Yeah, Rob's out there handing it out. Longtime staff member, his daughter, Grace Coggin. I know she's watching this game. She was unable to make it this year. Want to make sure I give her a shout out. I'm sure she would like to be out here with her father and former co-workers out here for the NCRHA National Championship. So, Grace, we miss you here at the finals this year. Maybe you'll be back in 2019.
That's my fourth year here at Nationals. The first time she hasn't been here. She's always here. Certainly her presence was missed. Just a tremendous event this year, the 20th annual National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships. When this thing started, do you think it was going to last this long?
You know, I thought it had staying power all along because it's a great sport and it's through the colleges, which makes it different than a lot of other things that are out there, the State Wars, the Narches, all the other tournaments that are out there, because it's a lot different when you lace it up for a regular team. But when you put on, you know, the jersey of your school and you can go out there and represent something that's bigger than just yourself, I think it gives a lot of pride for these players. And so I think it'll stick around. What the biggest problem with our sport is just the lack of facilities that are out there to play roller hockey, and that's what contributes to some of these teams not being able to play. When a college hockey team has to drive 45 minutes to an hour to get a practice once or twice a week, it makes it difficult for them to field a team and stay competitive.
Yeah, it's very true. There are very few teams that are lucky enough to have rinks so close to their colleges. I know UC Santa Barbara, as an example, has a rink on campus. I believe Kansas State does as well. But for a lot of these clubs, they do have to travel a little ways. But this event gets better and better every year.
Right.
For sure. It gets bigger and bigger. And it is just so much fun. Such great hockey for 5 straight days.
And it's a marathon. It's a marathon. I've had the chance to be at the ACHA National Championships too, and those teams, they only play 1 game a day, so they're out there for a week. So, you know, a lot of downtime in between those games, so you got to stay focused. So it's hard for a team like Farmingdale. They had to stay focused when they're, you know, defeating teams 11-0 for them to come in, and now they have to play, you know, their nemesis and really, you know, ratchet it down and stay focused to win this hockey game. It's just a testament to them.
Jim Tamburino accepting his 2nd national championship plaque, the Division I level.
The coaching staff for Lindenwood. Head coach, Ron Billiston. And assistant coach, John Hilke.
Well, I think they forgot to announce the coaching staff for Lindenwood, so they're going to try to correct that error right now and get those guys out there, Ron Bilstein and company.
Assistant coach, Tom Schneider.
Ron, of course, captain of that ship there. He's got his son, JP, with him this year, but those 2 longtime assistants have been with him for quite some time.
Well, Lindenwood is a program, not done yet. They've won 7 straight Division III national championships, so still 1 more go at it, and they may face Farmingdale State's Division III team. Could be another rematch from last year in Fort Myers. We'll wait and find out throughout the course of tonight and tomorrow.
State College Rams, please come forward to be presented with the NCRHA Division I National Championship Trophy.
They send Muccio Schrippe out there to get it.
Director of League Operations, Rob Coggin. Your champions, the Farmingdale State College Rams.
As the Farmingdale State faithful spill out onto the floor to enjoy this moment with their sons. So as we wrap up the broadcast here, Jeremy, one more I don't know if Adam wants to do one more interview, perhaps.
Well, I know
before we
Adam
close out.
was perhaps trying to get head coach Jim Tamburino to get some words for him. So if Adam, if you can hear us, maybe try to get over there and get Jimmy. But, I'll give you my final thoughts on this one. Speed kills, Travis, and that's exactly what happened here in this hockey game. The Farmingdale State Rams was just the faster team in this one throughout, and they did not allow Lindenwood to get the puck. They had puck possession throughout. You can see the difference in the shots in the hockey game. It ended up boiling over in frustration for Lindenwood as they took some penalties and got really chippy at the end. But Farmingdale State, they got the first goal, and they led it throughout the hockey game. They just did not let Lindenwood get back into things.
I believe Adam Steele is with head coach Jim Tamburino. Go ahead and take it away, Adam.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm here with Tambo. 2 in a row, brother. How does this feel?
It's incredible. Again, these guys work so hard. And, from our D4 team all the way through our other 2 D3 teams and our D1 team, all of us together, we work so hard all year long. And to get this, it's phenomenal. 2 years in a row.
Yeah, you're building something great here, only losing a couple of guys. How's that feel going forward to next year? Can you make it 3?
It's great. That's the plan. That's definitely the plan. We have a lot of youth coming in and a lot of youth here now. So, we're going to work at it and see what we can do.
All right, well, take a moment. Go raise that cup, brother. Enjoy it. Back up to you guys.
Well, thanks so much, Adam. Great work as always. Second year in a row, we've been a broadcast crew for this national championship. And we will go ahead and call the night for now. Farmingdale State repeats as Division I champions, 5-1 over Lindenwood. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. And good nights from Fargo, North Dakota.
Pleasure. You guys did awesome.
This broadcast of the 2018 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships, Division I National Championship game, has been brought to you by Mission NLS, built for the next generation. Bauer Hockey, the game starts here. Fargo Moorhead Convention and Visitors Bureau and Fargo Parks District. Fargo, north of Normal. Find out more at fargomoorhead.org. Inline Warehouse. Pro Shop service at warehouse prices. Subway. Eat fresh. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. 9 Dragons. Voted best Chinese restaurant in Fargo Moorhead. Slapshot Pizza and Subs. Celebrating 40 years of serving you the very best. Fargo Billiards and Gastropub. You've got to see this place. Thanks for watching the 2018 National Collegiate Roller Hockey Championships Division I National Championship game.